All right, we're back. Part 2 of Tasmania, episode 2 of Explore Yarns. We've got the usual suspects, the bash plate guy,
What's going on?
the moustache guy, and we've got Wayne. Where's Wayne?
Where is he?
Well, apparently Wayne's selling far too many camper trailers to
Out of
lock up this
control.
evening. So I had a mate in the studio filming a rig review. You might know him by now. He's the one and only Donnie!
Hey boys, how you going?
G'day, mate.
How you going? Hey
How are you,
mate.
buddy?
Yeah, no, we're here.
So Donnie stayed for too many beers, or Mick from Airing Down. Check him out on the gram. All right, enough mucking around.
Absolutely.
Special guest, he's basically just here to pick on us, I'd imagine.
Oh, absolutely.
But we had to fill the panel, so here we go. Tassie, part 2.
Sweet ass.
This is a good one. I like this.
This was a good one.
I think he's going to be in awe.
Let's play this through. All right, we'll skip the intro. You guys have seen that. So basically, straight down to the Henty River from Strawn.
Mate, this was awesome.
How was the build-up? We didn't know how that was going to be. It was either going to be hectic, like unpassable because of the tides, or
We scored it with low tide.
oh, yeah,
Definitely.
you nailed it.
was that a Matty special? Because I swear to God, every time I go on the beach with him, he just nails it and gets the low tide.
Yeah, we didn't plan it. We stayed at Strawn. Let's touch on Strawn real quick. That was a cool campsite.
Oh, mate, great.
Yeah.
So-
Do you remember Strawn? No. I knew you didn't. I can see the look on your face. You have no idea. So Strawn was where we actually had a fire when it was cold. Good showers.
I turned up late.
Oh yeah, that was outside.
I was
Strawn.
racing
That wasn't
in
in Strawn.
from
That was
bloody
another town.
Hobart.
No, that was Strawn.
No, Strawn's on the coast. That was a different town. I can't think what it's called.
No, that was Strawn. Not the roadside stop. The night before we left.
Ah, yeah. Right.
Yeah, this guy's our navigator. All
Good
right.
camp though.
So anyway, Strawn, definitely worth a look. And then once again, bit of a build-up for the Henty, but we killed it with the tides, which was pretty lucky.
Oh, I couldn't imagine at high tide.
Oh, impassable.
Yeah, everyone was stressing that we were going to even attempt
Yeah.
it, which
Yeah.
is weird. Maybe local Tassie blokes might know a little bit more about it.
Salt water or fresh water? That one.
Fresh? Yeah, fresh. So just for everyone at home, we didn't drive through salt water. We did get a few questions about that.
How mad is this little town?
It is pretty cool, actually.
Did you go for a walk through?
We drove through.
I did note a few curtains like here and us.
Yeah. It's different. It's
So
different.
Mick has actually been to Tassie before, so he might know a few of the spots. He probably got to take a little bit more time in some of the
Yeah.
locations that we did. Did you do climbings?
Yes, I did.
Sick.
It was one of the best tracks I reckon I have done to date.
Yeah.
And,
It was so unexpected to what I was going to see. It's like the Highlands. In
Absolutely.
Scotland, like, have you been there? It was unreal.
I've not been to the Highlands.
Yeah, sure.
Stay tuned. I guess.
Yeah.
It was very like island, hillside.
Yeah.
But how much does everything change? Like scenery just completely changes every time. I loved it.
It was good. So for people at home thinking about attempting the climbings,
Go with somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2 cars.
It
Two
was
cars
rocky.
minimum.
It eroded. It was.
Yeah.
It got pretty hairy in some bits.
Yeah.
2-inch lift, a
Yeah.
winch,
It's
a
good
bit of
times.
recovery gear and a
Take
thing.
a second set of tail lights.
Yeah,
And let your tyres down. Air
Yeah,
down.
let your
air
tyres
down.
down, air down.
Air down.
let's skip through to...
Did you hit that fast enough?
Yeah.
That's slow for Simon.
So what up? Obviously, me and Lane twin locked. The Mitzi unlocked.
Doesn't need to be locked.
No, it just slips and slides. It's only like a quarter of the way.
Probably just slightly misjudged the line, otherwise you would have been fine, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it was one of those tracks should have not taken.
Did you see this? How's this? So I even stood on the winch blanket, and then it actually comes off, which you see in the next shot. There it is. I don't know what happened there. Have you fixed the tail light?
No, I'm not going to bother.
We could be matching.
They were brand new.
They were
too.
brand new.
Oh.
Yep. He made a big deal about it. He's like, I got me new tail lights on.
And I'm pretty sure this is where the mud hit my diff, I reckon,
Yeah.
and did the breather.
I tell you what, Lane's done a good job from getting that trailer through climbers because
Yeah, you did well.
I could not imagine towing a trailer through there.
No, it's not a very
Oh,
trailer-friendly
mate,
track.
Mate, here's these new lockers he put on, mate.
Yeah.
It was good for him.
Loggers made a big difference.
Did you make it through there? Because you cut.
Yeah, no. Oh, through there?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I got bogged there. And then I turned on one locker and drove out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, good pickup.
Yeah. Because I watched it, I was like,
Now, what you got to watch in the rock off is he always does scissors.
Who?
You.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you mean? Have you ever played this game?
We just
before?
tied, didn't we?
Oh, you
Yeah,
didn't
but
rock that one.
Then you go again.
Yeah, we did go again, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
oh,
Do you actually just do scissors every single time?
it actually
No,
gets
there's
me.
one time he does paper, and the rest of the time it's all scissors.
It gets me nervous just watching it.
Oh, man. Have a look at my face. I just did not want to do it. It was freezing.
It's not even that deep.
Yeah, I know,
I just
we
walked the
thought
whole
it-
thing
yeah.
up to like not even knee deep.
This was, without a doubt, the biggest anticlimax. It was not even knee deep. It was the easiest thing we drove the whole trip.
But I thought the rules of rock off, you had to go head under.
That should be part of the new
too late.
rules.
It's too late
I reckon
now.
that's got to be part.
belly flop it, you reckon?
This was epic.
Yeah.
Epic. Epic. So there is an easier way around. They've actually built a bridge further up.
Oh, thanks
Now-
for heads up.
I didn't take you the bridge way. But it doesn't look a great deal on camera because we only had time to drone it. But yeah, that was a little bit sketchy.
I still cannot believe how you got a trailer down there and so quickly. Like, you guys were all bunched up here. I was peaking when I did it in the 200 series. Peaking.
I was peaking more than Lane because I was like, I don't know, you should probably go back.
Did
and-
you do a reverse? Yeah.
Yeah, just
you
to
have
kick
to
it a
do
bit.
that reverse.
I mean, we all got out, planned it and everything
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
to get
yeah,
through, but no, it wasn't too bad.
Because if you bugger that up,
Yeah.
you're going over.
Yeah,
Well,
it was-
Matty
you were
Mack,
going over.
our videographer, came down with his foot on the clutch and just rolled the whole way down. I thought we lost a camera vehicle, but we didn't.
just after losing the drone.
Yeah.
Well,
Second
there,
drone.
hang on, let's touch on that because I like picking on the videographer. So we binned the drone on the other side of the waterfall and I had to go for an hour hike.
You're kidding.
No, an hour hike and climb through the overhanging trees and be in the overhanging trees, hold the drone up, and he had to fly it back out of my hands and back it on the road.
How'd you even find it?
We had it on the drone GPS.
Oh, that's a good one.
But that's also second drone for the trip, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the second one.
That one's still going, so. Good on you, Matty. So, you called it, when we get to the end, the, what did you call it? The Great Ocean Road of Full Driving.
It is. It's,
Yeah.
it's
It was pretty bloody cool. All
I have
right,
to agree with that.
so from Climies, we
it was
basically...
a good drive. It was a day. wasn't
Cracker drive.
It was
a good 3
3
hours.
calls.
I reckon you can do it in 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, a little bit of a lunch stop.
Yeah.
We didn't see anyone either on the track.
This was a good little track. So this was from, what was the name of that town we just at?
I didn't even know where we camped the first time.
You had just come off the
Trial Harbour.
Trial Harbour.
No, that's where the Climies track started.
That-
Yeah, so you had just finished climbing track and now you were going
Granville Harbour.
to
Yeah.
Granville Harbour and you were
That's
going
where
to
we
climb
camped.
instead. Yeah.
So
This bit doesn't look that narrow, but that was
Yeah, I know.
cool.
Like,
That
this
was a
bit's really
cool
bad.
little
I'm like looking out for someone to help me. And they're like, oh, there you go.
bit. Okay, mate, okay.
Hey, good bash
Bash
plates
plate
there.
country.
Yeah.
Hey, lucky you had that bash plate on.
That's a decent rock there.
Yeah, it doesn't look
This
much on
wasn't
camera.
really the track either. It was just that.
It was the only one on the beach.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. It's the only way to go.
It had basically just been heavily eroded. So when we got there, we thought it was a no-go, but we managed to navigate our way through.
I'm telling you, a year before that, when we came through in our 200, that was full beach.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
beach.
Quads have been using it. Like, it was
Yeah.
narrow, but
But I tell you what, where you put this trailer, cops are hiding.
Oh, I don't want to give... Lane's not here, so I don't want to give him a rap. But honestly, every trip we've done, and we're up to trip 9 now, not one breakage on a track about camper.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That is
we're
impressive
not
for a
jinxing it, are
trailer.
we?
Yeah, now I'm
Good,
worried.
yeah.
It is impressive. I am very impressed.
Yeah,
it looks
legitimately.
brand new too. Before it comes on every trip, that same trailer is.
Yeah, because he's got to polish it and put it back in the showroom.
I know, but it's not like.
What's this, the world famous balancing rock we found?
Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
He almost pushed it onto your car. So.
I know. Still trying to work out who put it there.
Aliens.
Yeah.
I think I get bogged somewhere here, don't I? Coming up.
When I did this track going to
Yeah, here it is.
Pine River, I did not have any water in any of these crossings.
Oh, really?
No, none.
This one, I just diffed it out hard.
Yeah, just went.
Did you go? Were you hitting at pace or
No, oh.
you idled in?
I don't normally hit anything like Simon. I like to go in and I'd rather get recovered or reverse and then hit it with more mumbo.
Yeah.
Which bit me in the arse twice, as you'll see coming up. But we got out of that one all right with the correct
Recovery
technique.
Technique. Yeah.
Correct technique in that
It's
one.
like fast in, fast out, you know. I'll muck around.
Was that your pure blonde there, Berkey?
Yeah, Berkey's pure blonde.
Yeah, you're pure blonde
that?
there, mate.
Mate, whatever I can get my hands on. We're getting pretty remote out there. There was a heap of rogues in the fridge, so knocking them off.
It's no Larry.
No, but I mean, got to do what you got to do.
Okay, so let's do a quick rundown on what exactly happened here. On the maps we were following, there was a track going to the other side. Now,
Not the navigator's fault.
I probably
Yeah,
need
it
to do
wasn't,
a
yeah.
little bit more forward planning on some of these trips. Turns out it was a ginormous river in our way, and that was just going to be a massive no-go.
Can I just say, I do believe I did mention to you, Matt, when we had burgers before this trip, that you could only go to the Pine River and then you had to turn around and go back
We
out.
had 3 maps. All 3 said you could cross that. And we
that's-
even seen locals before this at
Yeah.
different points. They're like, nah, can't cross that.
Look, if the locals are watching, write in because I'm pretty sure there's actually like a little crossing further up.
There used to be a barge.
Yeah, a
there.
little barge,
Yeah.
and it was just like not even a barge. It was just row it across.
Yeah, it's all
It's
done.
100%
Yeah.
not there anymore.
Because that's what we
which
drove
sucks.
down. We're like, we'll try and work out what was there.
Yeah.
But it's called the Explorer.
There
for
was
a reason.
people. There was a whole bunch of people
yeah,
just
I
on the
saw
other
that.
side.
Yeah,
In the little
dudes on
house.
dinghy
Yeah.
driving back and forth.
Yeah, right.
See
Yeah.
that bod butt?
They all ran off after seeing that.
Impressive.
All right, so now Lane's not here. We're going to have to pick on him. We were trying to leave you.
Take
We were
off.
sick of your directions. And bloody Lane.
Basically, just like,
That
Simon,
is
drive.
a
I'm like, I'm not arguing, let's go.
Cracker run, and you went around it.
Yeah, because he
Yeah,
was trying to
'cause
get to Simon. Because Simon was there. So what actually happens is...
I was looking for me clothes. It wasn't exactly warm at that stage.
So legitimately, we actually drove all the way to Pyman Heads, all the way back,
It was a day.
past where we camped the night before, and away we went.
Did you go past that one shack that had all those old school 4 drives, a troopy,
Yeah.
all wrecked on
Yeah,
the side?
in the actual township.
Epic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool.
These sand dunes are sick though.
Unbelievable. Did you have a well around these or what?
Yeah.
How good. So, once again, we spoke about it in the last episode, but something about driving on big ass sand dunes
Oh.
you can't do up here.
Nah.
So much fun.
Unreal.
I mean, even Lane was hooking in with the trailer on the back.
I mean, the dunes are great to navigate.
Yeah.
So.
I think Lane was a little bit more cautious.
Look at this though. This was gold.
Oh, Burke.
Yeah,
you
you guys
at
are.
the end of this?
Huh?
Oh, where is it?
I'm pretty sure you go like, yeah, get out or something.
He might have told him to F off on that one. It was pretty good. So we thought, here we go. Turn the bloody volume down.
There you
This
kayak.
one, that one was your best one yet.
Solo man.
That was your best one.
Good technique,
technique.
too.
Yeah, cracker technique there.
We thought this is going to be unreal. We'll go down these steep dunes on our bloody kayaks. It'll be fun as buggery. I think you're the only bloke that had fun doing that.
Oh, the trouble was getting it back up though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's way too hard.
Took me half an hour.
Little tip, candle wax. Get yourself some candle wax. Unleash candle wax all underneath there.
Yeah.
It would have gone
Yeah,
full
we
noise.
did that on the sandboards. I don't know about doing a
Oh,
whole
we used to put the
canoe.
candles up at dinner the night before.
Yeah, oh, bugger.
This was funny.
This is
This was good. All right, let's go to the best bit.
There is something
where
I
is
did
it?
want to talk about before we leave here.
Go on.
Quicksand here.
Oh, that was at the bottom.
It was dry like this, and
Yeah.
we drove over about 3 times, and by the time we left, it was a little
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, it was
Epic.
probably
You
probably a
just came straight up.
10 metre round.
That's pretty, yeah, right.
All right,
the suit
here comes the
band.
best
This
bit.
is boom. That is full on face plant there. Love it.
So-
Love it.
We do not recommend any of this. What we do, don't copy it. Lane may have had a mild form of concussion.
His teeth were white after.
He woke up thinking he was driving a
They
Triton.
call me Steve for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that was unreal. But yeah, don't try this at home. Terrible idea.
Tried on the dunes.
My shoulder, I absolutely wrecked my shoulder. Look, I can't even stand up using my arm. I'm bloody. I was in that much pain.
You look like you're in
I was
pain,
hurting.
mate.
Doesn't look like he's
A
in
few
pain.
Panadols happened after that one.
See, I didn't do it because I'm at that age where I know I'll hurt myself.
Old.
Mature.
Sure, yeah.
Terminology for that.
Lane's favourite track.
Oh,
He's not even here to defend himself. This is great.
mate, this is cringe-worthy stuff.
This was if this went through, this was going to be the biggest shortcut. This
Yeah.
would have
Yeah,
this would have
right.
saved us a day almost.
But on my map, it didn't go through, so I started at the end and went down the beach and had a beer.
Which is smart.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
All right, so this little bit here probably in the actual episode probably lasted about 15 minutes. How long do you reckon we spent here?
2
You-
hours.
Even an hour or so.
An hour and a bit to turn around. It was bloody overgrown. To swing a full trailer was pretty gnarly.
Hell, Simon just sat
You
on
know-
the beach, so I didn't want
You know, I
to.
could probably just back my car down and just dragged it outwards while he's going backwards.
Why just decided to mention
yeah,
this now?
thanks.
or-
Thanks
How
for
far
bringing
did you actually go down the track, though?
that up.
300
A
metres.
few no,
No, it wasn't.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Emma
okay. You
walked
didn't even
out.
come.
Emma walked out. Emma walked out.
It took her like 15 minutes.
That's a decent effort, though, for...
How's
Turning that around.
how's your reversing?
Yeah. Good guiding.
And then you're like, nah, keep
No.
going. I'll tell you. You got a bit excited to get out of
Yeah.
here.
See, I'll
How
walk,
could you not?
see, I'll walk back down. See, I'll walk back down. I'm like, what's going on, boys?
Oh,
You can
What
see
you-
Lane was just like, I'm out of here.
What he didn't see was the pants after that.
All right, so where do we go from here? Basically, we come back out onto the main. Oh, here we go, yep. We ended up, nothing too exciting. And then,
Oh, this was like an oasis. This
Yeah,
was
right.
just what I needed for the afternoon.
I never got up here.
oh, it's unreal.
Never.
Oh,
Oh, you
this
missed
came out
out.
of nowhere too. Like.
Yeah,
The
right.
barge was called the Fat Man. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That suits you.
Really? Really?
Hey.
Really? That's interesting.
But this was just
beautiful.
like we've been so remote, hadn't seen
Yeah.
anyone, and this was just
And then
like
bang.
Oasis.
So
Old
we've,
Queenslander,
We've gone to the pub. We
bar.
said, "Oh, can we get dinner?" And he goes, "No, we're booked out."
And we're like,
what?
So
okay,
booked
that's all
out,
right.
yeah.
And then we're like, all right, can we just book a campsite? No, we're booked out. And that's when we got real upset.
Was there actually many people there?
Do you?
there was a lot of there was a few people. They came a bit later after
Yeah.
we had a couple of beers. And
see you and me in the
chilled.
background. Her acting skills. Watch this.
Yeah, look at this. That's
That
a
wasn't acting. That was
Look at
natural.
that. Watch us. Watch us. We're like,
That was one cheers.
Yeah, I thought I had floaties in mine.
here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, you had floaties.
Gotta
too.
go again.
I mean, we're good at the beer drinking bit.
Oh, another cheers. So I would recommend probably trying to grab a feed and a
Pre-book.
campsite. Pre-book.
Hot tip.
Pre-book. That's
There you
actually a
go.
great tip.
That campsite,
Yeah. So
epic.
Well, I was going to say, you guys just bypass then and you just start filming awesome shots going up this hill. But where on earth did you camp that night?
we actually camped on a river that I can't remember, but it's in the episode.
It's a little bit muddy, wasn't it?
Epic footage, but though.
Oh
When I
yeah,
lost my brush bar,
that's your own
I got
fault.
stuck.
Same
Stuck
spot.
going
Same
in.
night.
Yeah, then I turned in
Right.
the morning, got stuck again going out. Then I hit reverse. My brush bar gets caught in the ground.
off.
It just rips off. It sounds like a gunshot.
So we pulled up after dark. We couldn't film it. It was a little bit too late, and we were ready to just pack it in, really. But yeah, I wish I knew the name of the river.
It
No
was
idea.
epic, but it was like one of the coolest places.
Yeah.
Have a look at the episode, and I name the river. And when you get to the bridge, you turn left, and you're literally in a forest that's like ancient,
It's like
moss
haunted.
growing
Yeah.
all
Looks
the
like
trees.
haunted and like
Yeah.
it looks cool.
Yeah, it
right.
was pretty bloody unreal. We woke up nice and early. Simon ripped off his brush bar, and then we had this. Like, this was an epic little
Oh,
drive.
Yeah, this is cool.
This is insane.
That was only 10 minutes up the road. It's nothing.
Yeah, this scenery was
And is that bitumen or is that dirt road?
dirt.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah, that's all. Like,
Good
nice.
dirt, bud.
Nice dirt.
Yeah, right.
Good Tassie dirt. Yeah. No, that was...
Nothing like a bit of good Tassie dirt.
No.
Look at the
So-
size of those trees.
Yeah, it's bloody... A bit, like...
It's
back in
untouched.
time,
Yeah, it's
It just felt like
cool.
as far as the eye could see, like you're saying, the no farms, and it's just awesome.
yeah. You don't see fences. You don't see people.
Yeah, that's the thing, no fences.
Yeah.
There's not too many places these days you can go and not see a fence, a farmer. Like, there wasn't even a random
No,
house.
for a week. Well, we've seen little shacks on the
Yeah.
coast, but I mean, like,
I tell you what, watch this and watch Maddie doing a bit of
wobbles?
skating here. The wobbles they are very, very good there.
I'm wearing camping boots.
Oh,
I was sliding on the Evolve and just petrified, but still trying to do some sort of turn.
and what I love is the fact that literally Berkey is so close behind.
Well, I'm just glad you didn't run me over.
I was text messaging. We had a bit of service.
yeah, nice.
It's nothing like getting killed by your own sponsor. Thanks, ARV.
Hell,
Alright,
that
here we
was
go.
very hard to see. That was not even really. That was nothing. And as soon as you got over there, there was just two tiny little there.
Did you get it? Did you get it in the first run, or did you have to?
No.
3 times.
Yeah, because you could see it on the maps, but there was nothing there.
Oh man, I was getting used to Berkey. We had to turn around everywhere we went.
But you know what's gold is that you said that Hema was the only one that had the track starting there.
It was, yeah. But it was
So-
bang on because we got
That's
there and we're
pretty
like, there's
cool.
nothing here, and I was like, it's meant to be over this hill. Had a look, and
Well, I had the old UBD out.
No, in all seriousness,
trouble is you can't read.
if you're a local and you're from Tassie, this was apparently the start of the Belfer track. It was pretty epic. I'd recommend. Are you right, mate? Are you
Answer
right, mate?
it. Who is it?
It's good. It's someone from Uganda.
He could have won $1 million.
Literally from Uganda.
Yeah, it's the Prince.
Red hot. All right, you're uninvited next time. We're bringing Wayne back.
Yeah,
Gonna have to.
So yeah, if you know more about the track, let us know because that went all the way through to a pretty cool old gold mine. Berkey found it. Gold.
Neville.
We're not going to go into that.
Not
We're not going into that. But yeah, make sure you keep an eye out on your HEMA.
Tip.
Here we go. So this will come in extremely handy a little bit further on in the episode, but I honestly recommend this for absolutely everyone.
Yeah.
If you've got your winch cable, instead of hooking it down underneath the car like we all do, which then allows it to get damaged when you're running into things, bog holes, hook it up on top of your winch. Once it's tight, it's not going to move. It won't scratch your bull bar. Put a bit of cloth around it if you're really precious like Berkey.
Just put it onto Simon's before you get stuck.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So you'll see where this comes in handy later. And honestly, I've never done this. This was absolute fluke that it worked, but it worked, which is the main thing.
I've definitely picked up on this. I'm definitely going to be doing this now more often.
Yeah, it does work
We
out.
have floated the idea of doing a bit of a winch truck setup and have a bit of a mount. I think.
They were pretty
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I did notice that Lane, he had his on his UHF, so
Yeah, ready to run, bro. That was one, and that's something you guys can do as well. If you know you're doing a pretty difficult track, take 5 minutes. We had snatch straps on the back of most trucks.
Just get it ready.
air down,
be ready.
air down,
Yep, air down.
air down.
Hashtag Aaron down.
All right, how many tracks do you pull up that have a sign like that?
That's the first one for me. That was epic. I was like, that's cool. Winches,
like,
snorkels, convoy.
Yeah, the works.
You got to notify the parks.
I think you know
Phone
that
service.
is definitely going into a tough track when you've got a sign
yeah.
like that from National Park.
Yeah.
Did you drive that one?
I haven't done that one. No,
Did you pull
I
up
didn't
to
do
the
that
sign?
one. No, I didn't even pull up to the sign. Okay, I didn't
His
get
sign
there.
was down for maintenance when he went past.
We,
That's why I didn't see it.
we had to get back to the barge.
Donnie seen a sign that said like hard track and just put the blinkers down and mate went.
Look, in my defence, Stacey and I were travelling in one car, so we didn't have a convoy.
Oh yeah, well,
So,
yeah, safety first.
safety.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
like
do
when
need a
Stacey
permit.
says no.
But you do need a permit for the track, and I like it. They got 4G right at the
Right
start
there.
of the track, so you got no excuse.
Very handy.
So if you are going to do the Belfer, you can assess it when you get there. But we honestly booked the permits at the start of that track.
Yeah.
And went on it because we didn't know you needed permits.
That's cool.
Because Berkey didn't do any pre-planning.
Well,
Isn't that your job?
well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's already calling a taxi with his nugget that he found.
Yeah, true, yeah.
I was too busy with Simon. He's like,
Yeah,
check out my
Neville.
Tinder hookups.
So, but honestly, don't let the sign scare you off. I mean, we're at no more than fog light deep. It's a hard bottom. It's not soft. Don't travel as close in convoy as we did in case someone gets stuck. Yes.
It's because you were towing them all through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. We do that for the camera angles. Don't do that.
I was on the horn the whole time.
Yeah, I just said the exact same thing. I just
Yeah.
said that, yeah. But yeah, don't get scared off
That
because
was
once
cool,
we
though.
get through that,
So there's Mount
big hill.
Powerful in the background that you can go up the top of.
Lane looks like he's missing a couple of max tracks there.
Yeah, I know. He reckons I lost them, but I went through the footage.
I think he found one, to be
He
honest.
found one.
And he's claiming he lost a set.
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
this is a massive do not do. So we
wait,
pulled
watch.
up to a puddle
I'll win.
and we thought,
Yes.
we thought, all right, look, there's 3 different entrances. This will look real cool until I stuffed it up massively. I was already twin locked. I'd aired down. I just went in a little bit too slow because I was waiting for the crew. It was boggy as hell.
Yeah.
was
Look, it
boggy
is
as hell.
probably, on the episode, probably one of the most majestic scenes of a Mitsubishi Triton pulling out
That is
a cruiser.
embarrassing. That
Doesn't
is
even need
embarrassing.
snatching. I'm in rear-wheel drive. I'm eating a burger at the time.
You were really trying to pull though. Like the Triton was struggling.
No, it was fine. I like how you got that blown up in your workshop.
yeah, right out of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, but I do want to touch on one thing here. This is a very bad recovery technique. I was underwater because Berkey opened the door.
You
while
were
we were doing
underwater
the
before we
recovery.
got in there.
I had water coming in the car, so I started to panic a little bit because he opened the door. Look, so what we should have done here is
Not open the door.
not open the door.
I'm out the window.
We probably should have grabbed a snatch strap out, put it on the back of Simon's car, and winch blanket and done a normal recovery, or run the winch out to a tree. Just so happened Simon pulled round in front of me in case we were going to snatch. I was just like, throw it on. If you're ever going to do this, which we do not recommend, don't snatch strap a winch. If you notice, one thing we did do correctly is we got tension on the winch nice and slow, and it was a pull. We didn't snatch
Yeah,
a winch.
That's true.
It
yeah.
wasn't
It'll be
brutal.
alright.
It was just a
Yeah,
It was just a pull.
It was just a
pull.
slight pull because you still had you're on the power, so it was.
Yeah. So it wasn't actually as bad as it seemed. Here's Berkey just
This
letting
is
the water
hilarious.
out.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
if Neville was
Opening
alright.
everything.
There it is, there it is.
Everything. Neville.
Let's go back to the where the bloody hell is at. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta see.
I
that.
wanted to make sure he was all right.
Oh, I'm not real good at this game. All right, let's see Neville.
This is gold. Actual gold.
So for all of you who don't know what Neville is,
Neville.
that is about a 5 kilogram rock that sat in my footwell from Tasmania through the high country to Ipswich.
Fully
It-
gold.
Berkey thought it was a real gold nugget till we got to the pub at the Victorian High
I'm
Country.
still convinced.
And we were chatting to the gold miners. We got a rigididge bloody geologist involved.
And he said it was the.
And he said
original itch.
Berkey was very special.
He said the opposite.
He said, the real gold's right here.
The only reason they said it's not real gold is because they wanted it.
yeah,
I had to
exactly.
guard it all night.
Oh, I cannot believe. Every time I had to jump in the passenger seat when Berkey was driving, I'd kick my toe on Neville.
But inside got a good clean.
That's,
Like that dirt has been in there. That's probably
That
Cape
looks,
York dirt.
that looks
coming out of
really
there.
clean, yeah.
Yeah,
The
so-
water coming out.
Yeah.
No, that's the washing it all out.
That's the mud
so-
that just went in there.
No, that's all the dirt. It was washing it out. We cleaned it.
Thank God that was fresh water.
Oh, yeah, well,
I did clean it.
Smelly
It-
fresh.
It was clean. I got your towel and I cleaned it all
Yeah,
up.
good.
All right, we got
Did
it,
you
mate.
use
Yeah.
his did you use his pillow as well?
No.
he dead set grabbed me one towel that
I
I had.
didn't even bring a
I
towel.
had one towel for bloody how many weeks? 4 weeks on the road.
How many
Berkey
towels
used
did
it
I
to
have?
clean his footwell. Thanks, mate.
It was about
No,
you
it's
there
your-
waffling
your
on.
footwell.
This is when I stole Neville, and he didn't even notice until 2 goes down the road.
All right, so we carry on a little bit about Berkey bloody opening the door.
See this mud here, it reminds me of the track going to one of the falls, Montezuma Falls. I did that track. Did you do that track? Oh,
There's a big sign that said easy, so we kept
oh,
going.
there was no easy sign to that track.
I've been to plenty of Montezumas.
Do Montezumas, that's a good
Yeah,
track.
no, we actually had it on the if we had time list, which we didn't get to do any of those.
Yeah, okay. Can I just comment that you guys eat very healthy? Like
that's
Stacey
his-
and I were watching
How's my
last
acting?
night.
How's my
Yeah, you
speak?
did well. You did well. One
You had
take too.
cucumber, tomato, onion, lettuce. Like
That's-
boys trip.
There's a
that is
reason. There's a
healthy.
reason Wayne's so skinny.
That's coming out of the track about our side's a little different here.
Yeah, we eat a good combination of 2 meals:
Meat. It's just basically meat.
tacos, spag bowl,
Yeah, you just live on
and then
rats.
start again. All right, so yeah, unfortunately, we did. It would have been nice to push right up to the very top of the West Coast, but this is all we had time for. So we pulled out onto the beach. We drove as far as we could.
I think, was it Edge of the World we went past to that little town?
That was on the way out.
That was near. Oh, yeah, just after that, yeah.
Yeah, that was on the way out. That's when we got back on the blacktop.
So do you have the barge that night? The ferry, you were catching the ferry that
next
night?
morning.
Next morning, yeah.
Okay.
So we had to get it all the way to...
So we drove from here. We drove all the way to what was the pub we stopped at?
Yeah, I can't remember the name. It's a cool little pub, though.
Cam down
Good
the
party.
bank at about
Cam-
10:30 at night, 11 o'clock at
Yeah.
night.
We
By the
pulled-
way, Berkey, you won there.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, where did we get to? I don't know the name of the pub.
How epic is some of that seaweed?
Oh, it's huge. It's like I was trying to drag that. That was.
Yeah, I kicked it and stubbed my toe.
Nuts.
All right, basically that was part 2 of Tasmania. It really was our biggest adventure to date. I had an absolute ball.
Oh, it's
So
good fun.
we'll run through a couple of our favourites, our favourite bits, and then we're going to you guys, the followers on Instagram who have sent through questions.
I like this bit.
Let's kick it off. What was your favourite part of... We'll do the West Coast because we've already done the East.
Oh, it's really hard to say with the campsite, but I reckon we came up to the Fat Man. Oh, that was so unexpected
Yeah,
for
that
me,
was-
and just that pub was beautiful.
that was
Like,
cool.
you have to go
Yeah.
to that pub and check it out.
Fat Man was cool. Bergie?
Neville for me, obviously the goal. I just put it away. It's in the bank.
Oh,
That campsite after the Fat Man in the woods.
the one we didn't show on
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
The one we didn't show.
Well, that's a
but
good thing. You got to go and find that one for yourself. So
That was.
Make sure you get a shot and send it into these boys. Can
Yep.
see if they can approve it.
it was unreal. It was like ancient.
There's a couple of shots floating around.
Yeah, we got a few photos. We'll post one up.
Awesome. What was yours?
You weren't there, but what was your favourite part of Tassie when you went?
When I went, it's got to be Climbies. We love that Climbies track, and I still think of it now like just the scenery you see,
Yeah.
the track itself. It's hardcore. It's a really good bit of fun.
Think about it late at night.
Yeah, I do.
All right, and then my favourite. I still like the sand dunes. I like that sand dune. I love driving on sand dunes. Takes me back to a bit of snowboarding. There was very little tracks on that, so it was cool. But the sand dune driving, that whole drive actually out to the pond was pretty
Climbies
epic.
is unreal.
yeah.
You have to do it.
And that's because we actually stayed on the Pyman track off on one night. And again, the scenery along that track just changes all the time.
The remoteness for me was another.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm going to throw down one more question before we go to the viewers' questions. East Coast or West Coast? Go.
West.
West.
Well, West for remoteness. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
No, overall, East or West? You can only pick one.
Yeah, I'm going to go West. West is good.
West for full driving, I'd say, mate.
Yeah, west for full driving, east if you just want a nice relaxing
Scenery,
trip
yeah.
and scenery.
Beaches and that
Yep.
was.
But another thing just with the West Coast though, and also that place, if you want to go into the cold water, try and find some abalone. I know you boys didn't do it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
abalone is everywhere along that coast. and it is amazing to eat. Amazing.
But the main thing is, you can do it all in 2 weeks
course you
easy.
can.
You know, it's so small, so just do it all.
Of course you can.
Well,
Actually,
we did not. There's a lot we missed.
Yeah.
there is
true.
something we didn't touch on that was a big winner for me. Tasmanian devil in the wild.
Yes,
on the
very
beach.
cool. On the
Shit,
beach.
we didn't show that.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't get it. It was too quick. But
Where did we see that? That was.
that was
on the
early
west.
on. It was
Yeah.
at the west. It was eating
It's
that
just after
seal.
the river.
Yeah, you said that in this episode. I
Yeah.
do remember. Yeah.
Yeah, we did mean and if you're from Tassie, you probably see them all the time. But
I didn't.
we
I thought
were
they were
pretty excited. Me and
Yeah.
Berkey got to see. Did you see it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
sweet.
it.
There you go.
Lane's the only one that didn't see it, and he rocked up. Well, you shouldn't be way back there.
All right, I better get onto this.
Yeah, get on the
Losing your
questions.
tracks.
We didn't see any Tasmanian devils, but we did see a couple of wombats.
I like
Yeah,
it.
we see a
Wombats.
few
Oh,
wombats.
and echidnas.
Yeah, a lot of there's lots
Lot
of
of
wildlife.
echidnas, yeah.
Up the right, the very top at the end of Climby, he's a local there. He just goes, "Oh mate, they're everywhere. The
Yeah.
devils." He goes, "Buddy, stealing my food."
What did you think of the Tasmanians?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Oh, that was good.
They're good people, aren't
I
they?
mean, most of them have moved down from Brisbane.
I know.
Like ex-Queensland and
But-
New South Wales people.
Can't
All right, there
I've
you go.
never met a nicer bunch of people, honestly.
All right, so we're going to go to the viewers' questions. We put a post up on Instagram, if I can speak. We put a post up on Instagram. You guys send through your questions, and we're going to answer a few of them now. So we've got Joshua Manzi. How long did you spend touring Tassie to see what you've seen? I'll answer that. It was 7 days. By the time we got there, we did 3 days down the East Coast, 1 night of travel across the West Coast in a camp, and then 3 days up the West Coast.
And every morning, Baker kicking my swag. Get up at 4:30. Get up.
I think you guys are crazy to do that in 7 days. We did it in 2 weeks, and I don't even think we even touched scraped enough of that place.
Yeah, we
We
certainly.
get time to go quad biking. We
Oh, I know. I didn't even get to do that.
Okay, now that you've spent probably more time underwater than a goldfish after Tassie, you love water. Thanks, Sam Miles. I appreciate the encouragement there.
I don't. I'm sick of getting transfer cases.
Stop losing on rock off. You're right.
What is the best season or month to go to Tasmania? Now, we went in March.
It was perfect.
I think a fly shoot earlier.
Yeah,
I think
we did.
bit warmer.
We did over Christmas, and I think that was bang on.
that's-
Especially if you
all
want to
the times
spend
I've
some
been.
time. Yeah, especially if you want to spend some time in Hobart. They've got some unreal bits and pieces.
Yeah, I've
going
done
on around
Hobart in
that
November.
time.
That was awesome. But
Epic.
it snowed a week after we went. But
Oh.
I didn't find it that cold. Like,
Oh,
when
you
we
got
were
it.
there.
Look, Matt's even got
Yeah.
his bloody singlet on it in the background.
Yeah, so basically December to Feb, but if you're pushing into March, it was still
Yeah,
fine
go
when we
on,
went,
yeah.
What was your favourite track? I guess we pretty much
It's
was the
Climbys,
whole,
yeah.
Climbys. Climbys was our favourite. Or,
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
on the East Coast is good.
Yeah.
Oh, the one
Bellingham,
Bridport, Bellingham
that's
to
it.
Bridport. Yeah.
That was pretty
yeah,
good.
that was a June driving. That was
Yeah.
my favourite, Bellingham to Bridport.
Climbers is good. I like climbers.
Okay, how much did the whole trip set you back, and how long did it take you to do it in? We've already answered that. How much did it cost? No idea. I run a V8 Land Cruiser. I do not add up my fuel bill.
Who cares? It was
And
worth every
Berkey's
cent.
food bill is out of control. I don't know which is dearer, the fuel bill or Berkey's food bill.
Alan's Wally's got to
Did
run
you
it.
add it up?
Nah, ask my accountant.
I wouldn't have a clue either.
Sorry, guys, we really should keep this information. Can I tag along on the next trip? Capable ute, ready to roll. Scotty N80. Mate, if you're happy to roll a truck on camera, yes, you can come along. But no, unfortunately, guys, and we do get asked this question a lot, it's hard enough to film the 3 of us, the 4 of us. We can't take anyone else on, unfortunately, but we will do a meetup coming
yes.
up.
We got it.
Yeah, we'll have a meet up somewhere when we get back from the next trip. Just a camp.
I'll sign your bash
Somewhere.
plates.
All right. People keep asking about the cost. We have absolutely no idea overall cost. What was Berkey's punishment for cracking the door while underwater?
Ooh, you haven't worked that out yet, have you?
I mean, you had to clean it.
I cleaned it well. I
But you
feel like
used-
it was
you
better
used
than when
my
it went in.
towel.
It was better when it went in.
I still feel like there's a punishable offense here. Like
Yeah,
it is.
I think so too.
Well,
You are.
he had to help drive the Triton home with a blown diff. And that wasn't all he did.
That's a good one.
Well, hang on. Should we touch on that real quick? So Simon actually pulled the diff line off filled his diff full of water, which we didn't realise till we'd finished filming.
Not on purpose.
And so we got it to a service station, we dumped all the oil out, we re-diff oiled it a couple of times, but geez,
Try to flush it, but nah, the chattering.
You had a good
We had to
wine.
drive home with earplugs in.
yeah,
Oh.
legitimately.
Yeah.
From Victoria.
Yeah, I got away from Tassie all the way to Brisbane.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Basically, guys, that was Tassie. That was all of Tassie. Thanks very much for watching part 2 of the yarns. If there's anything we missed and you want to ask us any other questions, throw it in the comments below. Shout out to Donnie for filling in.
Thanks, guys.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks, Lane, for missing out.
Jump over to Instagram, Airing Down, if you want to check out some of Donnie's adventures. He's just built one hell of a 200 series. Other than that, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for our next episode, Victorian High Country. Yo, good on ya.
Can't wait.